Welcome to the Khun interview. I'm your host, KhunShawn. And today we have a lovely guest, Akiricchi. Welcome to the show. We're happy to have you.
Ow. Good
All right.
morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, yeah, Akiricchi literally just woke up to come onto the show. I greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, I did it. I did set an alarm like 15 minutes before this was going to start, so
Oh, snap.
I am taking my sleep.
Well, thank you for coming on and on short notice, too. It was like, 2 days ago? 2 days ago or
Yeah,
something like that?
I don't know. Schedules worked, so
Yeah, it worked out. So, Aki, before we really jump into it, tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, what are you streaming and where do you stream at? A little intro.
I mean, I stream on Twitch. I normally I stream pretty much whatever the hell I feel. Can I swear?
Yeah, you could swear, but try
Okay.
not to combo swear.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just I play whatever I feel like at the time. What gives me the brain juice, if you will. So lately it has been a lot of like simulators and comfort games.
Simulators.
Like I just finished Nier Automata again.
Again.
And yes, I love that game. But that's pretty much it. I do stream a lot of stuff. But it's
So,
mainly either comfy or story or
mm,
whatever feels good.
yeah, so variety streamer.
Yes.
Nice. So, how long have you
There's a
actually?
term for it.
Yeah, that's the term, the variety streamer. And that's good.
Yes.
It's good to do what you feel like. And hopefully you have a community that also respects that you just stream whatever you enjoy.
Oh yes. I'm very open for suggestions as well, so they have been throwing a lot of good and bad suggestions, let's say. Like I'm not going to be streaming League of Legends, I'm sorry.
Oh, they request League of Legends? Oh, wow.
Yes.
They're going to turn you into a different type of streamer if that happens.
Oh no. No. That's not gonna happen.
So, how long have you actually been making content online?
I don't know. Like, I originally started streaming like 5-6 years ago, but that was literally just to because I was raiding in World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV, and we needed some kind of logs to see what we were doing wrong. So I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll just stream so that we have the VODs that we can check. And then, there were some random people like, hey, good luck. And I'm like, hey, why are you here? And then eventually I started streaming a little bit more, and my friends, they were working very boring IT jobs. And they were like, there's nothing to watch when it's morning in Finland, so like around this time for us now. And I knew that they all enjoy Beat Saber, so I started streaming Beat Saber for them every single day. Well, every single weekday. It broke my body, but it was fun. And then, I don't know, it just, people started showing up, and I don't know, it just kind of happened.
Oh.
So actively, I have been streaming for like maybe 2-3 years. But my debut was officially this year.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So when you were doing these streams, like they were literally just for friends or for fun, and then it turned into more, hey, let's make this a career?
Well, I'm not thinking of this as a career. It would be cool, but it's not my goal. Sure, if it could pay my bills, that would be amazing. But I'm not putting the pressure on myself to try to make this work as a career. It's just, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, I have not lost anything. I'm doing this mainly for fun.
That's really good. So what would be the goals of streaming, if you have any?
I don't know. Like, I have always thought about the whole, it's more about spreading a message than fame or money or something like that. But
Mm.
the more people I can talk to, the better, of course.
Mm.
I'd say that would be maybe something.
That's interesting. So you're streaming, like, what is the message that you're trying to share or spread?
That you're perfect just the way you are. That's just it really bothers me. Like I know I can't save the world,
Mm.
but something that personally bothers me is, I mean, especially since I do loot content. That's not a surprise to anyone, but it sort of started from when I have dated some men who feel really insecure about themselves. And yes, it is 100% because of adult entertainment, and they
Mm.
feel they are not enough. Like they are all these like how they should perform and stuff, something like that. And I just want them to know that this is not something you need to worry about. Just be yourself. As long as things work, it's fine. It's big enough, honey. And something like that. Like it bothers me how so many people feel so insecure about themselves because of adult entertainment. So it's sort of, I want to bring the message that you are perfect just the way you are. You don't need to change. If anyone is asking you to change for them, well, why do you want to be with them, sort of thing. Like if you want to change,
Mm.
change for yourself. And if I can make at least somebody feel a little bit better someday by saying that, like, hey, you're great, I love you just the way you are, then my job is done.
Wow, that's nice. So, are you normally spreading this message, like just actively, like, hey guys, it's okay to just be yourself? Like that's who you are in your
I
streams?
usually do say it at the end of each stream in one form or another. It
Mm.
usually changes, like I'm not just spamming it, but
Yeah.
just be kind to yourselves.
That's really
The world
cool.
is fucked up anyways. Like you don't need to add to the pile of worries by worrying about yourself as well.
Absolutely. I can agree with that. Definitely. So, speaking of spreading your message and spreading everything.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Go on.
Sorry, I just had to ask. I don't know why I phrased it like that, but like, so you're spreading your message and you're spreading your philosophy. What actually encouraged you to actually do that? Because a lot of other people would normally keep like their messages to themselves about like sexual positivity.
I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of sort of, even though there shouldn't be, there still is a lot of sort of stigma around female sexuality, especially when it's about, our pleasure
Mhm.
and stuff like that, when it's not 100% meant for, the male gaze, not for the male audience, like, sort of, you know what I mean. It's,
Yeah,
I want to bring it out that, hey, I am a woman, I can enjoy these things, and you not enjoying what I enjoy does not affect my enjoyment at all.
okay.
And sure, I do, of course, cater to the male audience as well, but I sort of, I don't know. I wish I could maybe encourage some women as well that it is okay if you want to feel a little bit, a little bit slutty. It's okay, as long as you're safe. Always be safe.
Absolutely.
But for me, like that's why I am never going to be bringing up any like real life stuff. I'm never going to be posting any pictures of myself. I'm never going to be saying my name or exact kind of things, because I know that me being lewd on the internet, especially this openly, it is actively putting myself in danger if people
Potentially.
found out who I am. So that's why I hide
Understandable.
while being incredibly open. So
So
I know how to keep myself safe.
that's good. So is that would that be like part of the reason that you do like a VTubing instead of like no face cam?
Yeah, I feel it's a very good medium. Um, Also because it sort of happened accidentally because I mean I know how to make these avatars and stuff.
Oh,
So yeah.
yeah, let's dive into that. So you started making VTube avatars?
Well, not necessarily. It's I think it was like a year or so before COVID, maybe not
Mm,
quite that much. But I got my first VR set and I got really into like VR chat for a moment. And I really wanted my own custom avatar. And then, COVID hit. I had a lot of time and I started learning Blender. And
mm,
I don't know how to make a lot of stuff from scratch. I don't enjoy making stuff from scratch, but I can kit bash a main model. Like this is kit bashed by me from parts that other people have made, but it's heavily edited.
yeah.
And it's fun. And then it was sort of like, well, I have this VR chat avatar. How difficult would it be to convert into a VTubing avatar? And it turns out it was really easy.
Hmm.
So now this version is like 13 point something,
Oh,
but I just kept making them. But
wow.
now I will be finally graduating from my 3D models and I will be going 2D as soon as my new model is ready.
Oh, so what's the reason behind that?
I don't know. It's just okay. It was sort of a joke in my head at first because I had my debut. I had this new model. Everything was
Mm,
amazing. It was just I was so proud with it. And then I made the joke like, "Wow, how funny would it be that if this model lasted literally a year, and then I have a 2D model next." And I don't know. It just sort of started as like a little nagging voice in my head, like, "What if? What if?"
mm,
And then, just a little bit of window shopping. I went checking out some artists I love, and there is this one absolutely gorgeous artist. Like, I have been following her on Instagram for 4+ years, and I always wish that, one day I will commission art from her. And I
uh,
saw she does models. And, I was so happy when she accepted me as a client. And then I had to find a rigger suddenly. And I
mm.
found one. I'm so happy with the people I found, and it's going to be so good. So it sort of started from a joke.
And then it turned into more. That's exciting.
Yes,
Do you
I'm
have,
very excited. It is currently being rigged.
okay, I was gonna ask, so do you have a date for this?
Oh no, I would never give an exact date for an artist. I don't want to rush them.
Okay,
I
okay.
let them take all the time you need. There's no hard deadline. Like preferably maybe like within 2 years. Thank you, please. But But I don't want to put any stress whatsoever on my artists because I know the quality might suffer. And
True.
happy artists and good life.
Absolutely true.
It's not quite happy life or happy waifu, but I want to keep my artists happy.
That's a good idea. So that's awesome. Like you've been watching this artist for 4 years and like just
Oh, I
waiting
don't
for
know the
your
exact
shot.
time, but at least
At least.
yes.
That's really cool.
It's just so good. It's so good. I am absolutely fangirling her.
Uh-oh.
She's so cute and she's so nice and she's so kind and she's an absolute goddess.
Praise be to thee.
Yes. Yes.
So it's interesting that you were doing like the VR chat. Are you still interested in VR chat?
Not since COVID.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness, the environment changed. Nah, I am not going there. Well, maybe for like, if I go, it's only for private rooms with friends, just to hang out because it's like hangout
Yeah.
plus. It makes it better because you can actually, hold hands, you can hug. Um, but to public rooms, oh hell no. Nope. That's not happening.
Huh, so that's interesting. So before COVID, you on there pretty frequently?
I would say so, yeah. Yeah. I met a lot of people through there.
You still hang out?
With some, yes.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's exciting. It's like you met friends years ago and you guys are still close. I like that. I like to hear that.
Yeah. I wouldn't say like close, but we still exchange how we're doing occasionally.
Online friends. Would you consider online friends to be similar to IRL friends? Or do you think they're
Absolutely.
separate? Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. I mean, of course, it's not the same. Physical friendship is different when you can actually, meet up for a coffee,
Yeah.
or go to a concert together or something like that. For example, it's a whole different experience. But I 100% think that internet friends are just as valid as real life friends.
It's good to hear that. Everyone matters.
Absolutely, no matter the distance.
That's real. So, speaking of friends and online communities, what is it that you've enjoyed about growing your online community?
What have I enjoyed? I don't know. I don't know. It just sort of happened accidentally.
Really?
And yeah, I had a Discord server, but it was more like just a haha hee friendship group kind of thing. And then people were like, "Hey, do you have Discord?" I'm like, "Sure." And then I don't know. Over time, it just suddenly happened that I have a community. I didn't intend to build one, but I love them. They are amazing. They keep sharing memes with me and cultured content and stuff like that. Yeah. I'm very happy about that. And I don't know, occasionally I get feedback from community members that you being so open has helped me. I'm like, I've actually been able to help someone and it makes me so happy. And it's just, I don't know. That's what keeps me going. That is absolutely what keeps me going.
That's real. It's absolutely real.
Also, sometimes we do play League of Legends, and it's...
Uh-oh.
It's gay. I refuse to play with ragers, though, so, we have none of those. They get eaten out really fast.
Yeah, take the game too seriously.
Exactly. I've done that. Never again.
What games were you raging on?
League of Legends.
Oh, Lord.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Like many things in this life.
I don't touch ranked anymore.
Oh, that's good. I hear that is a safe thing to do.
Yeah.
So are you a active gamer? Like you're playing multiple games because of gaming? Or is it more the community aspect of gaming?
Oh, it's definitely the gaming. I love hunting for achievements. I need my brain juice. If the game doesn't give me that, I will swap it immediately.
Oh, okay. You're achievement hunting?
Yeah.
Ooh, achievement hunting. I used to do that too when I was gaming. So you're going for the 100%?
Well, my goal is to get at least 69%. Then I can happily put it down. I'm not aiming to have one of those, 69 everything accounts on Steam that you can sometimes see. But for me, it's like I would like to have my, the overall game completion rate at least 69%. I'm nowhere near yet, but I am doing my best.
How far are you with Nier Automata?
Oh shit! Hold on, let me check.
That's a big game for the people who haven't played it. Like Nier Automata
is a big game.
Absolutely huge, man. Pause.
I'm at 80%.
Oh, that's actually really good. And how many hours is that?
Yeah, huh?
How many hours is that?
145.7, apparently, according to Steam.
Damn.
But that's nothing.
Okay. What is the longest hour game that you have on record?
Ooh, it's definitely my main character on Final Fantasy XIV.
Mm,
Yeah.
what character is it?
How do you mean?
Like, what's your race? Like, are you a dancer? Are
Oh,
you a red mage?
oh, I I have not actually played in a very very long time. I have not finished the last two expansions. But I did main a dancer for a long time.
That's cool.
Yeah. And before that it was paladin.
Okay.
But yeah, I have like over 13,000 hours on that.
But those are paladin and dancer. Those are both more like support roles, correct?
Well, it's a tank and a ranged physical DPS, so
Okay.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know anything about Final Fantasy besides Cloud and Sephiroth. Like,
Well, yeah, that's fair. To be honest, Final Fantasy XIV was the first touch on that game series for me as well, so
really?
I don't know much either. Yeah. I
That's
was never
very
the Final
interesting.
Fantasy kid.
Oh yeah, yeah. You don't want to be the Final Fantasy kid. Like in high school, the Final Fantasy kid is something else, man. Very edgy back in the
I can
day.
imagine.
The edge is strong.
Oh, well, it depends if they're more like they really love Ares, or if they
Mm.
are Sephiroth fanboy.
Oh, brother.
It's two different breeds.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's two different people. That's
Yeah, luckily
awesome.
I was neither.
Hmm. That's cool. So, since we're talking about gaming, is there anything coming out pretty soon that you're interested in?
Nope.
Okay.
I am not the kind of person to get hyped about upcoming games. The last time I was hyped about an upcoming game was Baba Is You, and that absolutely lived up to the hype, and I loved it.
Mm.
I'm not smart enough to beat it, but I still love it. But no, whenever I see a trailer for a game, I'm like, okay, yeah, interesting. I'll have to wait to see if it lives up to the hype.
Absolutely.
Because the gaming industry is what it is.
It sure is what
Very
it is.
unfinished projects and stuff. So I no longer get hyped.
Yeah.
I'd say the only things I would pre-order would be like expansions for like World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy XIV, because I
Okay.
know those are quality-ish at times. So
Hmm.
yeah, I'd say those are the only things I would immediately shove money for.
Okay. So you're pretty much set on the games that you're playing.
Yeah.
Okay. So pivoting real quick, talk about the VTuber community. What is it that you enjoy the most about being in the VTube community?
I am a sucker for good art. Oh, seeing people's designs, they are good. It's just,
Yes.
it's because I never really got into the community of like, OC trading or, selling OCs, but like I have been looking at different designs. I'm like, oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, that's gorgeous. I would eat that. And
What do you mean by
seeing
that?
these, as in, I want them all. Just
Ah,
the amazing.
yeah.
Like I can draw to some degree, but like I'm not very good at designing,
Mm.
and it's just seeing these absolutely gorgeous characters, and now because of VTubing I'm seeing them in movement.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
even better. I love when like riggers breathe life into those avatars, and I'm just silently salivating at some people's avatars. I'm like, yes, look at that lip sync.
Like Plankton when he was looking at the Krabby Patty.
Yes, that's 100% me.
It's delicious.
Also, like I love how different people are, and it's not just a like okay, every single one person is this one anime character from one specific series. No, there's a huge variety of people,
Absolutely.
and like it's just I love it. It's eye candy.
That's so cool. Like I agree when it comes to VTuber community, like so many different models so many different type of people that use these models. Like some of these OCs
Mm-hmm.
are built off people's history, and it's so cool. Or their favorite animal or favorite series, or even like
Yes.
new VTubers that are inspired by
Mm-hmm.
other VTubers, like in like the corporations. It's really
Yeah.
cool. Do you ever watch any of like the corporate VTubing?
No, not really.
Okay. So when you're watching VTubers, you're mostly like checking out other indies or other people?
Mostly my friends, to be honest. Like, I
Okay.
would say the only sort of like bigger VTuber I watch would be Amelie,
Shout out to them.
but and well, you know, a little bit of Beetle every now and then. And although I can never catch Beetle
Yeah.
live. But I love Crawl's videos. Like, that's
Oh,
just I don't know. It's just I love just putting one on and just eating my dinner or whatever. I love it, you
really?
know.
To a crawl?
Well, I love
Oh,
evil.
wow. Oh, you love evil. Okay, okay, okay.
I love evil.
We got okay, Swarm. I know the Swarm is listening because the Swarm is they hang around this
The
channel.
swarm is
So
everywhere.
the Swarm is absolutely everywhere. So definitely we got to get
Yeah.
a Swarm raid over to your streams. Link in the description. We need to get the Swarm over
Oh,
there. That would be
oh
awesome.
God. I would die. I would die.
Yeah, speaking of like what is it like having a community of people that watch you actively? How does it feel? Because there's people that out here with like
Scary.
mm,
Okay, not scary. It's
drama.
like I don't know. They sort of like okay, so because well, I'm from Finland. Well, in our culture, it's very important to be humble.
Okay.
Humility is like a huge thing for us. You don't brag about stuff. You don't like announce your achievements and stuff like that. You don't call yourself great.
Okay.
And we are just, you know, we're just little cold northern people in here. You know, we just I don't know. I just drew some Angry Birds and something like I don't know. They became popular on the online and something like you know.
Mm,
You don't flex with your shit.
okay.
And I get immediately this sort of like, why are you here? I'm just me. Like, like, are you lost? Like
Are
at
you
first, I
lost?
didn't know. Like I didn't know why people were showing up to my streams. I'm like, I'm literally just hitting blocks and talking to my friends,
Mm,
and people came back,
mm,
and I don't know. It's just it confused me at first. But then I sort of learned to take it as like a compliment that like even though I don't personally think that I am that entertaining,
mm.
some people do find me entertaining and I'm really grateful for that. I'm really grateful for them coming back to me.
Absolutely. That is really good to be grateful. That is really good. Good on you for being such a grateful Finn. You're doing great. Good job.
Yeah.
So, like, I would agree that definitely it can be scary to have so many
Mm.
people watching you and like you don't know why, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think it's just because, and you correct me if I'm wrong, or let me know what you think. Actually, it's like because we're able to actually just say what's on our mind or just do something. And I think a lot of people
True.
they rather just watch.
Mm.
What do you think?
Yeah, I do agree with that to
Okay.
some degree. Like when it comes for me, for
Hmm.
example, to find new people to watch, if I sort of don't get dragged in immediately, then I'm gonna move on. So it's like I completely lost my train of thought. Hold on.
Take your
ADHD
time.
hit hard.
Take your time. Take your time.
Like it's just I don't know. There needs to be something to grab me.
Okay.
And it like if me talking about random stuff like quite uncensored, worryingly uncensored, if that is what grabs people, then you know that is what grabs people.
Yeah, I think that is definitely part of it when it comes to you, at least. Like, yeah, definitely the uncensored. Just you're yourself.
Hmm.
A lot of people can. I don't know if they could relate to it, to be honest, right? Because there is a lot of
Hmm.
people that pretend to be something that they're not. In general, like just in general
Hmm.
in life, people pretend to be things that they aren't. But
Yeah.
for a streamer, yeah, you have your VTube model. Sure, that is anonymity, and that's just the internet. That's normal. But for you to
Hmm.
also just like put yourself out there is absolutely big. Like you're Akiricchi, you're the woman that talks about it's okay to just be yourself. Like that's absolutely big. And not a lot of people do that. So props to you. Cheers to you
Hmm.
for doing it. Cheers. Everybody that's watching this that's drinking something, cheers to you guys. That's awesome. I'll drink to that.
Cheers. Do I have anything to drink? I
Uh-oh.
did not bring it. Wait, no. Wait, I have water. It's only like a day old.
A day old water. Let's go.
It's still good. It's still good.
That's really cool. So, do you actually have any future projects besides I know you talked about the 2D coming. Is there anything big that you want to do while streaming?
Mm, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I would love to learn once that hyper focus hits. Like,
Hmm.
I would really love to learn to sing. Well,
Okay.
more like I think I can sing to some degree. Like I can hold a tune, but I would
Hmm.
like to learn how to make covers, for example.
Ah,
Um, Obviously, with Twitch and DMCA being what it is, I don't think I will be doing any karaoke streams anytime soon. But I don't know. Like learning how to do covers would be amazing. I would love that.
that'd be exciting.
Mm.
Shout
Also,
out
maybe
to
animation as well at some point. Maybe.
ooh, animation too.
Yeah, I would love that.
Okay, I'd love to see it. I love it. Like
But
I
yeah,
like.
I'm not setting like a
Mm.
okay, I'm going to be definitely doing it kind of thing. Um, if it happens, it happens.
You definitely give off that vibe. If it happens, it happens. But shit tends to happen around you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It just tends to happen. Like, oh yeah, what if we have a 2D a year from now? A year passes, huh? I guess we're getting a
Yeah,
2D.
yeah. Well, uh,
That's the way life works,
I
right?
have bad ideas.
Well, welcome to the Khun
Um,
interview. Go ahead and let those bad ideas flow because hey, you might just end up doing them.
yeah. I mean, I'm more worried for my wallet.
Oh, everybody, link in the description. Check out Aki Helper. Send those subs,
Oh
send
hell
those
no, no, no,
donos.
no, 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 no. I've already promised my community that like
Uh,
pretty much all of my like Twitch income it goes to cultured art.
Cultured art. What do you mean by that?
Cult.
Go
I'm
ahead
talking
and
about hentai.
yeah, she said the thing.
Yes, there's a lot of things in the works already, and I will be posting them as I get them.
Okay.
There might be a little comic kind of thing on the way as well.
Oh,
I
a
don't know.
comic.
Yeah,
Oh,
just a few pages, kind of,
a few
for
pages.
your lonely nights.
Whoa.
Look, I'm here to help.
Hey, cheers to that. Hey, I'll drink to that.
I mean, November is over soon.
Oh, true. Absolutely. Yo, hey, hang in there, folks that are still committed to that. Oh yeah, you guys got a couple
You
days
know
left.
what comes after.
Oh, I, I don't want to talk about it.
Yep.
That's so cool. That's cool.
Anyways.
But yeah, your cultured art. But
Yes.
besides that, like, so you do have this creative personality. Like you are creating art. You're talking about maybe potential covers, maybe potential animations. Where does all of this creativity stem from?
ADHD. I don't know. I guess I have always been drawing and singing and stuff like ever since I was a little girl. And when I went to see my grandparents, my grandmother didn't really have any toys and stuff for me, so she just gave me a pen and paper. It's like, have fun. And I
Oh wow. Have fun.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, she was a painter, really kind of individual, so
Mm.
you know,
Oh,
she taught me a lot.
that's actually really cool. Like, so your grandma was a painter, and then she gives you a pen and a pad, and like let your creativity flow.
Pretty much, yeah. And like, if I
Mm.
would have some kind of like, oh, I don't know what to draw, she would give me something to draw.
Ooh.
She has very vivid imagination, and I feel I might have inherited that from her.
Huh.
And then twisted it into very adult content, but thank you, grandmother.
Oh, it happens, right?
Yeah.
It just happens. Like whatever it is that you're actually
Mm-hmm.
interested in, then let it flow. I mean,
Yeah.
it just is what it is. Yeah,
Oh,
and
it
that's
flows. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's funny. It's fun, just being yourself. I've always
Yeah,
said this as well, like to my community and whoever watches, whoever stops by. It's like, yeah, man, just be yourself because there's nobody else to be.
absolutely.
There's literally nobody else to be besides yourself.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Yeah, it's good. I'm glad to have you on the show. Thank you for accepting the invite.
Thank you for having me. I never thought I would be doing something like this, so yeah, I
Well,
might be a little bit nervous.
well, welcome. Nervous about what? It's a Khun interview, man.
I don't know.
It's all good.
You're
It's all
taking my
good.
interview virginity.
It's not the first virginity I've taken, so hey, let's go. Put another one on the board.
Oh.
But yeah, it's
But yeah,
it's it's cool. So, how does it actually feel to be interviewed?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just I feel like we're more just having a conversation.
I mean, that's part of it. That is
Yeah.
part of it. But that's cool.
Yeah,
I'm
I
glad
mean,
I could.
it's a little bit odd to just answer a question about myself. It's like it sort of breaks that, like, well, I'm supposed to ask about you as well, but it's an interview, so
Exactly. You don't need to. You don't need to worry about me. We're here about you. This is your episode, right? You got to put on for your community,
Okay.
right? This is all about you, girl. You're the star.
doing
You're the
this with
star.
you guys. I better get a juice box afterwards.
Somebody get her some juice.
Yeah.
I can't wait to like a big plan of mine is to, of course, focus on doing interviews. I'd love to have just amazing people like you on and just share what it is to be like you. Like, what is it in your online digital shoes?
I mean, it is they are big shoes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel very comfortable with where I am at right now.
When you say you're very comfortable, are you talking about in life in general or content creation specifically?
You know what? Let's say both. Sure, like both could use a little bit of improvement, but like I'm happy with where I am. Like, if I wanted to, for example, grow properly online, like sure, I would have to start, posting all these TikToks and
Yeah.
making more sort of short form content and making videos. But like, I don't have any idea what I would make those of, and I don't want to force it.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't want to stress over it. I don't want to learn how the algorithm works. I don't want to learn how to, like, what kind of tags to use. Sure, if at one point I get the hyper focus for it, cool. You might get 2 weeks of perfect, impeccable videos, and then I'm gone. But I don't know. I work very much based on what feels good. I don't like to force myself.
That's good. That is a good balance. I would say keep that, young woman, keep that balance.
Yes.
There are some people that do hyper focus and they become very, very successful. But whenever you become hyper focused, that means you're going to be missing things around you. So make sure you
Exactly.
can keep a little bit of time for yourself. You know, that's just
Hmm.
advice that I like to give out personally.
Yeah, and I agree with that. It's very good advice.
Thank you. But yeah, so how how do you see your growth right now? Like you're comfortable with it? It's literally really it's natural. Like you said, you're not even really focused on tags and YouTube shorts and like you're not in the meta, but you are still growing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Blue Sky definitely gave me a huge spike for some reason. Um, I don't know. Blue Sky was a blessing. But like I use tags and stuff in there because it's Blue Sky reminds me of like the old Tumblr. You were using really dumb tags and
Mm,
stuff like that. And for some reason, there was a little bit of like spike through there,
mm.
and it did get me a little bit worried at first. Like, why are there suddenly like 100 plus people? And they actually showed up. I'm like, oh, have I like falsely advertised myself as something that I might not be? Like, I am very quick at overthinking stuff.
Mm.
And yeah, I get worried that I would accidentally give somehow the wrong image of myself. Like a like a good example is when I opened my telonym, like, hey, you can send me comments, you can send me questions, like no matter how lewd or whatever,
Yeah.
like I will do my best to answer. And there were so many people who were giving me those like mommy sorry kind of comments and like oh, I really want you to dominate me or stuff like that. I'm like, I am so sorry, but that's not me. And then I got worried that like have I accidentally shown that I would be like a dommy mommy kind of character, because I'm not. I'm
Mm.
very much not. And like my community keeps laughing at that, because when I mentioned that somebody called me a mummy and they're like, you're like the most bottom we know. And while it's funny, I do worry about, accidentally promoting myself incorrectly.
Absolutely.
Um, so that was sort of a moment of, I don't want to say fear, but more worry that I'm, what if they are here for something that I cannot provide? Um,
That's
no, it
big.
turns out I was just overthinking. It went fine.
I
And
mean, we
of
all
course,
tend
like
to overthink.
well, yeah. I prefer this slower growth so that I can keep my community safe as well, because the internet is the internet. There will be some slimy individuals, and they're constantly horrible people in my DMs.
Really?
And like yeah, I mean, I have been dealing with it for a long time, so I know how to ignore it. It doesn't affect me in the slightest anymore.
That's good.
Um, I know how to shrug them off, but I do worry that what if they show up to my server and start spewing nonsense? And like, sure, I have very good
Mm,
moderators. They will deal with it immediately. I trust them. I trust their judgment as much as
mm,
I trust mine.
mm.
So it's if for example I blew up overnight, I would be very guarded, because there's suddenly a huge crowd of people who I don't know what they're like.
True.
So that's why I sort of like the slow, natural growth. That it's perfect. I love it. It's
It's
good.
good. That's what I like to hear.
Mm.
Definitely. Slow and steady, as they say. But it's the steady thing. Like you are consistent. Um, at least from what I've seen, you've been pretty consistent. Is there anything that you'd want to tweak when it comes to your content creation?
I can't think of anything from the top of my head, really.
Okay, well then it sounds like it's going good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm doing. I want like. Sure, I'm open for like suggestions, but
Yeah.
so far no one has complained.
Yeah. And that hey, that's a win. That's an absolute win. That
I'm
is a
taking it.
yeah,
I'm taking it.
exactly. Exactly. That's so cool. Yeah, I'm happy to hear this that you've already basically found your community, and if anything it's just growing. That's cool.
Like, I understand the sort of like sometimes there are a lot of people who join communities for a little while and then they drift off to the next one, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I don't mind that at all. Like, if you want to come back to me at some point, you're always welcome.
Aww. Yeah, that's real. That's sweet, but yeah, that's real. In general, um, man, this is so interesting because it's like hearing your story the whole time. It's like this person. It's not like you accidentally found your way here, but at the same time, it kind of feels like it's just you're being like just guided somewhere. Like you just started streaming because people needed the VODs and the raids, and it's like you're hanging out with your friends and you're hanging out live. And then of course, like if you're live, you're basically leaving your door open, in the party. It's like there's a party and anybody could just show up.
Exactly.
They're showing up.
You show some ID.
Oh yeah. Oh
No,
yeah, definitely.
Unfortunately.
It gets crazy at the Aki parties, man. Be careful.
Oh yes.
But it's cool. It's like, yeah, you're growing. You're doing your thing. People are showing up and it's just growing. It's like, okay, so now I have to ask you, where do you see this going in the long run?
It goes where it goes. I don't know.
And that's the realest answer.
Anytime soon.
I like that. I like that. You don't know where you're going, but you're hoping it's on the right path.
Yeah, it's about the journey, as they say.
Absolutely. KhunShawn says that shit all the time. It's about the journey. I literally say that all the time. Like,
I didn't even know. But yes, it is all about the journey.
Absolutely. A lot of people do get hyper focused on the end goal, and that's totally fine, right? If you have a goal, talking to the viewers, if you guys have a goal, follow that shit. Go ahead and chase it. Just know whenever you hit that goal, you're going to be looking around like, what next? And hopefully you do remember the journey, because in the journey, usually there's other people. There's other people that you've met, and hopefully you actually got to meet them. Sorry, I'm about to start sapping or start yapping. I do that sometimes.
I'm happy to listen.
Like, that's just a thing I do sometimes. I just start yapping, and nobody will stop me. And I'm like, what? now we're talking about living a great life.
Yeah, I do the same. Like, I might sometimes pause my game and be like, look, like, if someone can come to me like, oh, my girlfriend did this and that. I'm like, boy, do you even want to be with her? Like, if she treats you like that, I'm like, then it goes into an entire rant of me, like, please value yourself higher, and stuff like that. So I know what you mean with the yapping bits.
Damn. Is it because we're old?
No, we are in our prime.
Absolutely. And all that is
my
mindset.
brain has just finished developing, so basically my life has only started now.
Real shit. No, that is absolutely real. That's real. Yeah. So let's talk about that developed brain. What is the journey that went through to develop that brain? Just like a rapid fire, so you don't have to go too deep.
Trauma, and then not getting help for the trauma, and then surviving myself.
And there it is. That's the blueprint for success.
Oh, please don't follow that blueprint. If you need help, please get help.
True. That is absolutely true as well. If you do need help, get help.
That does not count just don't rant at your friends. Your friends are not proficient at helping you with mental issues. They are not your psychologists. They are not your psychiatrists. Do talk to a professional, please, and thank you.
W. She is so what do the kids say? She's so skibbity for that or some shit. I don't know.
Oh.
I have no idea.
I feel like I took some damage from that. Uh,
Hey, my first interview was with a brain rotted Gen Z. So it's like it's real, brain rot is real. They do have these terms. These terms are real, but how can
yeah,
we
but
help
we have
them?
our own brain rot. We just don't
Absolutely.
understand the new one.
Absolutely. But just a quick double back on that like we're not going to talk about your trauma because everybody's
Yeah,
trauma.
well, I mean, obviously not.
Yeah. Yeah, she put her foot down on that. She said, no, we're not touching that shit.
Yeah.
But, like,
I mean, the most bully is that there was a shitty person in my life who destroyed a lot. So,
I mean, okay, now the doors are open. Do you want to talk about that? Just for advice sake.
for advice sake, when you are stuck in a relationship where you are not in a safe place, I understand it's really easy to go into the pit of, well, why don't you leave? Why didn't you leave? That shit is difficult. It might be dangerous. It might be that you have no safe place to go to. And, if you ever end up meeting someone, or if you yourself end up in that situation, just know that, as the victim, you never chose to be there. You never willingly went there. And that it's not easy to leave.
True.
There are many reasons why it might be difficult, but just remember that you are still valid. And it might be really easy to tell yourself, well, what if I was the bad person? No, you were not. And it's perfectly normal to think that, but just you will need help. You will need help.
Yeah.
But it will get better. It definitely will.
Oh, yeah. Everybody, like, that's real. That's real. That's absolutely real. That's true. 100%. Like, that's some of the
Yeah.
realest shit that I've heard on the pod or
Yeah.
the interviews so far. But
Just be kind to people. That's all.
and then she put a cherry on top. Be kind.
Yes.
Be kind. Yeah, and that's tough. A lot of people like doing that. It's important to be kind, Shout out to Requiem Vanguard, our last interview. He was talking about, children should be saying please and thank you because not many people do. And it's like,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Those are the magic words, folks. Please and thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's
I'm sorry.
And sorry. Oh, yeah, man. That's one of the secret ones. That's like if you wanna open the door, you say please and thank you. If you wanna close the door gently, you say I am sorry, and that'll open up a new door.
Oh yes.
And that is big, bro. A lot of people don't do that.
See, now the next person you interview can add to that. It's gonna be a series.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for that genius idea. You're awesome.
You're welcome.
Man. Yeah, I mean, man, I love this interview series. I'm glad I came up with this. This is the greatest idea I've ever had.
It's really great.
It's
Maybe I should start interviewing people.
I think you should. I think you absolutely should. I think so. That would be a great idea.
Yapping.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, if there's something to yap about, and there's quite a bit of things to yap about, so I'd say go for it.
Oh, there's a lot.
What are the things you do to actually relax yourself?
Well,
appropriate. I know, but appropriately.
I don't know. I listen to music.
Okay.
I sleep a lot.
Mm.
I am very much a napping individual. Sure, my naps might be anywhere from between 15 minutes to 8.5 hours. It's still a nap.
Okay.
If you started with the intention of it being a nap, it's still a nap. I don't know. It's just. Well, I do also have that like sort of imaginary world in my head. That is also a place of like refreshment and relaxing for me.
Huh. So when you say imaginary world, what's in it that's appropriate?
So, like a TLDR description would be that like for like 10 plus years, I have had this imaginary world in my head that is basically like it's a lot of world like mashed together, like think like Skyrim, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 14, Dungeons and Dragons, you know, all these like games with like huge maps, different places, different kind of areas, villages, cities, towns, that kind of thing. And you know, you combined that with like Sword Art Online-ish kind of theme that like
Oh
people
shit.
as their characters are living there.
Hmm.
So it used to be like a place of escape for me, you know, when things got too much for me, like when trauma got really bad, I would just like close my eyes and I'm just imagining myself in that world. And you know, I would do things in there, I would like go shopping, I would go tavern hopping or anything like that. And then over time it developed into something that I go into subconsciously in my dreams. I dream about that place like at least twice a week.
Damn.
It has become a huge part of my imagination and it's always there. So if a lot of my friends, if I know what they sound like, and if I know what their character or like, you know, their VTuber OC or like a game character, if I know what they look like, they might appear in my dream. I might, you know, go tavern hopping with them. I might hang out with them. And I don't like, it would be interesting to find out sort of like the psychology behind it. How did it happen? How is it possible? I would love to know. But it just sort of happened, and it is my happy place.
There it is. Yeah, your happy place. I mean, everybody has a happy place. I would hope, anyways,
Yeah.
but everybody has a place to go to.
Yeah. So that
That's
is something
awesome.
that I have.
That is so cool. Yeah, your happy place. That's what it is. Huh. And it's so awesome when you described it too. It's like all the maps of all the games you've played and the people you've met, and it's all in there. And it's a way to, because you asked about the psychology. I'm not a psychologist, right? I just study a lot, read a lot of books, and I learn a lot of stuff, right? So I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, yeah, this is 100% facts." But it would be due to your good memories. Like these are the things that made you happy, right? There's a reason why this map from World of Warcraft is here, is because maybe you did something in WoW that day when you went to the tavern or whatever, and that just stuck with you. Or maybe it's the music when you walk into the town of World of Warcraft. Maybe it's the NPCs, right? All of these things get trapped in your consciousness or your subconsciousness because it's a positive memory. Like all memories are is place and feeling. So whatever it was, whether it's real life or video game or movie, that place plus your feelings, that is the combination for making that memory. And you have a whole area that is dedicated to things that you love. That is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Sometimes they might be nightmares as well, but you know, it's just the brain is the brain. But...
Yes, exactly. It's the human brain. And, you know, I love the human element. And like, yeah, you're a VTuber. Sure. That's fine. But like, that's why I wanted to do the interviews. It's like, yeah, let's have somebody that has an active imagination. You know, you came up with these things and it's like, yeah, this is the life that you live now. You know, it's cool. And you get to share it with the audience in the world. Shout out to you, world. Hit the like button.
Hit that world button. What?
Keep going.
Yeah, hit that world. Like, smack it gently with consent.
Yeah, with consent. All right.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, thank you so much, Aki, for coming on. Thank you for sharing everything that is with Aki, like your future plans, your how you grew, how you blew up. And you know what's great about this? It's a video. So it's like a year from now or whatever, you can always come back and be like, yeah, this is my old model.
That is true.
Yeah. And with your old friend KhunShawn. Yeah.
Yeah.
The best part is like you don't even know what the video looks like because it's just Discord. Like,
Yeah, I have been just looking at, you know, the green thing lighting up. Like, I can't even look at my avatar. Like, I hope it hasn't frozen a lot.
nah, it didn't
Like,
freeze. It looks
it would
great.
just distract me.
Well, yeah,
I saw that little bit of clipping in it, and it annoyed me, and I just can't look at it. I can't look at it.
it looks
So it's
fine.
been there all this time.
Do the left your head shake so the ears can like do the moving around thing. Yeah, it's adorable. So yeah,
Oh,
thank you so
man.
much for being here. Link in the description. Everybody, if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. But of course, check the description. Check out Aki's stream. You know, shout out to her community. If you're a part of her community and you came here, I appreciate you guys stopping by to enjoy this interview, man. It was awesome to have you on, Aki. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Also, I will also add 18 plus, please.
Yeah, 18 plus. Yeah. We keep it mature.
And not even please. If I find
Oh.
out that you are not 18 plus, then, you know, I will destroy you.
Well,
Not
you
like
heard
not
it
you,
here.
but, you know.
You heard it here first, folks.
No babies in my community.
No, that's absolutely
Take
true.
out the toddler.
Yeah, they're too young. They can't be here. But yeah, it was awesome having you on. If you guys enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. And again, thank you so much, Aki. And we will see you guys on the next one. No sponsor this time. We'll get sponsored later on. But yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Bye-bye.
Bye.